Hi, welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers. You know, it's been a little while since I did a video to debut a new saber, but I'm pretty excited about this one. It's the Badaxx Firevine 22 for 2022, and I'm really pleased with this saber. This will be one of the sabers that's going up for sale May the 4th, or May the 4th be with you. Crystal Focus version 10, of course. So very fluid. Super fun to use. And of course, with all these sabers, with the Plector Pixel blade, the Plector Pixel setup, they're certified for moderate or medium dueling. You can, of course, outsource a more durable, heavy grade blade. I don't like them for balance as much. I feel like my MPX2 blade, which uses the thin wall plastic, is an optimum blend of balance and durability and brightness. So I try to get the best of all the worlds for a blade like this. And of course you can tap both buttons at the same time to get into the spectrum. You can rotate the saber, pick a different color if you'd like, and if you hold the button, then you get into the blade profiles. I'll try to darken the video a bit so you can see the different blade profiles. So let's just give you an idea. The video's darkened so you actually see some of the animations. This is what you see with the eye that doesn't show up in the video. You have to really darken the video in order to get a sense. Now these are just the blade animations that I've programmed. You can of course learn how to program your own or download. Tristan Tam's done a whole bunch that are just awesome. You might have to learn how to upgrade the firmware if you want to introduce your own blade profiles, but I've tried to give you a wide selection of blade profiles that will suit all of your needs. Okay, this video is going to serve as a rundown of kind of the saber and its features, and also serve as operating instructions for the new owner. Also, this will serve as operating instructions if you own just a basic production series Badaxx saber with the Crystal Focus 10. Of course, yours won't have all the fancy etching and weathering and stuff like the blade plug and the kill key will be different. But other than that, it'll operate virtually identical to this one. So as you can see, put a lot into this saber. It's my Firevine etching. This is the 2022 version because you may not know this, but every saber that I've done, Badaxx saber with the Firevine etching pattern, I've changed something or updated something or modified something. You know, the way the pattern joins at the bottom and the top are slightly different. So if you have a Firevine saber, you could examine it and take a look at this one. You'll notice there'll be subtle differences. Also, each one's a little different. Like this one's got very minimal battle damage, and it's mostly just a slightly weathered but very darkened, age-darkened saber to make it look kind of old and mysterious. You've got a very uniform polish on the anodizing, but I weathered it slightly so that you see metal showing through. So it just looks really well used and old and mysterious. So you can write a backstory for this saber. In terms of operation, I'll show you how to operate it. It's suitable for hard dueling, the only limitation being the Plector Pixel blade. You may not want to go full hard with your blade, depending on the blade construction. The one that comes with this saber, the NPX2 blade, is suitable for medium dueling. First thing first, you'll need to unscrew the blade retention screw, and this saber comes with what I'll show you first. Kill key comes out to operate the saber. Yours, this is the custom one. Yours may look like this if you've got the basic Badaxx. Of course, your saber illuminates, and you can fire it up. It's quite loud. You'll see some light showing through the blade plug. That is a NeoPixel Plector Pixel blade plug. So it's got the PCB and a really cool setup. So you can take that out, set that aside. Your blade slides in, make sure it's nice and tight, and then you tighten up the screw, and then you can operate the saber. Turn it on. That's the activation button, the auxiliary button. Gives you the blaster block and the lockup. And of course, as I mentioned, if you hold them together, you get the spectrum for color changing the saber. So you can, if you put it in spectrum and you hold the button, now you're in blade profiles. You turn the saber and you get different animations and blade profiles. You select one and then that's locked in. Now if you'd like to change the sound font, this I've got it, I don't know why I had it set on Shoto sound font, which is a shorter blade saber font, but like I said, you get all 18 of my updated sound fonts. You hold the auxiliary button down. Now you're in the menu. You can toggle the button to go up through the menu. You can use the activation button to go down through the menu. You select the sound font you want by holding the button. Now it's locked in. So you turn it on and you'll be in that sound font and it'll remember whatever blade color and blade profile you selected the last time you were on that sound font. So really cool system. There's also a vocal menu in there so that if you toggle through the menu you can change things like the saber volume and things like that. You can play around with that. Other thing, you've got here the projection lens bar graph. So there's actually a LED bar graph and you can see it projects onto my hand or onto any surface that is held near it. So if I fire up the saber and it plays different little animations. I think there's a different one when I hit the aux button for lockup. So it pulses and animates both when the blade's on and when the blade's off. You get just different animations, and of course you can customize that and change that however you like. But that's how to operate this saber. I do not permit, for warranty purposes, taking apart of any of the saber save the pommel, which this is in the Noldrin configuration, which is backwards from the normal one. This custom saber, you can have the pommel put on in either. So your saber is going to come with an Allen wrench like this, and that goes in there, and you want to make sure you're working over a flat surface so your little tiny screw doesn't roll away. This is a 632. Very short, it's probably like 3/16 screw if you never need to replace it. And then your pommel just gently comes off. The speaker module should stay in there, but it's held in by friction and an O-ring, and of course there's a little clip there. Now you could unclip the speaker and clip it back in, but you really don't need to as long as you're careful. I don't know if you can see it there. You've got the crystal focus, you can see some glow from the LEDs, and your kill key, or sorry, not your kill key, your USB port that you can plug into and make changes on your computer if you wish, and your SD card. So we're going to put the kill key in, and that shuts off power to the saber. Then I simply press with my finger, and you can hear a click. Now the SD card comes out, and I can pop that in my computer, make changes to it old school. Like I said, you can also plug in your USB cable and make changes to it that way. When you're ready, you just prop it back in properly, click it in place. Sometimes it's a good idea to make sure the saber fires up before you put the speaker back in and before you secure the pommel. You want to make sure this little clip goes underneath the soundboard so that it doesn't actually pop your SD card back out when you've got it secured. Now, like I said, you can put it back in Noldrin style or this style. If you have the production series one, it's only the regular way. So saber pommel goes on. Got your little kill key. A little way of trick for doing this is I actually go counterclockwise just until the threads kind of click, and then clockwise to screw it in. It's aluminum, so you'd never want to go very tight. That's why I use it in this configuration. If you use your hex wrench in this configuration, it's very possible to use too much force and strip the threads. So you don't need to do that. Put that in a safe place, and your saber's back up and ready to go. When it comes time to charge it, it will come supplied with a charger like this that you plug into your wall. It goes in right there, and you charge it in. If you ever do lose your kill key, the saber will go into sleep mode without a kill key in it. And it conserves the battery, but for long-term storage, if you ever do lose your kill key, you can just plug it into your charger, leave this unplugged from the wall, and you can long-term store it like that, and it will protect the battery. So that's how to use this fine saber. I hope that that's been insightful and helpful, and I hope that the new owner is very pleased and enjoys this for a very long time. So that's this saber. The Should be going up for sale on May the 4th. If you like this video and you'd like to see other videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel and click that little bell thing so that you get notified whenever I put up new videos from my shop. And until next time, may the 4th be with you.